to Sharing Your Story, part of a video series intended to help support young adult peer mentors in the emerging and vital role that they play in the behavioral health and human services system. This video draws on the core elements of the young adult peer mentor practice profile. As a young adult peer mentor, using your lived experience with purpose and intent is essential to your role. In this video, you will hear 4 helpful reminders to consider when sharing your story, as illustrated by Will, a young adult peer mentor, and how he uses his story to help Jaden, a young adult who he is working with. As a young adult peer mentor, Will is crafting his comeback story. This story is 1/3 background and struggles, 1/3 strength, and 1/3 hope. Remembering this balance is important. A story focused solely on struggle becomes a war story that contains no hope and isn't helpful to the youth you are working with. When Will shares a story that's focused on struggle, Jaden may feel overwhelmed or upset, and that's not what Will intended. A balanced story will highlight resiliency and promote hope. When Will decides whether or not to share some of his personal experience, he first asks himself, how will sharing this benefit them? And what parts of the story are the most relevant to share? He knows that sharing his entire story all at once can be overwhelming for both him and the youth he is working with. And before Will shares, he asks Jaden, do you mind if I share something I've experienced with you? If Will shares without asking for permission, Jaden may feel like Will is one-upping him or not really listening to what he is sharing. Don't share graphic details. They can be upsetting and distracting to the support you're giving. Share enough details to get the point across without trying to paint a picture in their mind with all the specifics. For example, Will is better off just saying, I got into a fight, instead of saying, I got punched in the face during a fight and broke my nose. There was blood everywhere. Remember that when you share something with a youth, they are not bound by confidentiality laws such as HIPAA. They might share it with other people, such as their family, friends, or other providers. When Will shares his lived experience, he is well aware that Jaden's family might have questions about what he shared with Jaden, and he's prepared to answer questions from someone who heard his story secondhand. In conclusion, Will provided us with 4 reminders on how to use your lived experience working with a young adult. 1. Will's story is 1/3 background and struggles, 1/3 strength, and 1/3 hope. The proper balance is key to ensure that Will can instill hope in Jaden or any youth he is working with. 2. Will used his lived experience with purpose and intent and focused on the parts of his story that are most beneficial for Jaden. 3. Will did not share graphic details of his story because sharing those details can be harmful to both Jaden and Will. And finally, 4. Will keeps in mind that his story might be shared with others, and he is comfortable and well prepared to discuss it. To learn more about the Young Adult Peer Mentor Practice Profile and explore other resources, please visit the Children's Behavioral Health Knowledge Center at cbhknowledge.center. Thank you for watching.